Hello, Teens 4 and Teens 5. This is Shane coming at you with another video from the corner. This time we're changing the system a little bit. We're not focusing so much on your particular work in the books, but we are going to talk a little bit about different things that you guys might do with regards grammar, with regards, vocabulary, things like that, okay? So we're going to start off today with something a little bit more basic because I'm basic. So we are going to talk about the passive, okay? The passive voice is what? When do we use it? What is it used for? If you don't know, I'm going to explain to you right now. So the passive voice we use when we want to focus on the object of an action or the action itself. When the person or the agent, the thing doing the action, is less important. So for example, do we want to know who made this? Maybe not. Maybe we just want to focus on where it was made or the fact that it was made. So this mouse, for example, it says, I think here, yeah, made in China. Okay, so the mouse was made in China. Or those computer mouses that we have, computer mouses, doesn't matter, are made in China. A lot of things we own are made in China, right? So are made. So made, is that in the present, the past simple, or the past participle? Now, when we talk about the passive form, we have to think about three things in fact. We have to change where the object is in the sentence. We have to add or include the verb to be in the tense that we want to speak in. And then we have to change the verb, the focus verb, all right, of the sentence to the past participle. If you're not sure, check the back of your books. I'm sure you'll see a list of regular verbs because the irregular verbs are the ones you're going to want to learn a little bit. Regular verbs are the same with the past simple and the past participle, but they're the third column, okay? So we've got be in the tense that we want. So every day they make a mouse like this in China, or mouses like this in China, okay? But maybe we just want to focus on the mouse itself. We don't care about they. Who are they? We don't know. It's not information that's important to what we're talking about right now. Okay? So this is made in China. Is a present simple. This is made. Made, past participle. So the object, which is normally after the verb, is now before the verb, with the verb to be in the tense that we're talking about, and with the past participle of that verb in the sentence. Then afterwards, if you want, it's an option, you can include by whom. So this Logitech mouse is made in China by a factory owned probably by Logitech or a subcontractor of Logitech, for example. Okay? The active voice focuses on the thing itself. So, for example, let's compare two sentences, okay? Egyptians built the pyramids at Giza, okay? Or, the pyramids of Giza were built by Egyptians. Which one was the active and which one was the passive? Which one focused more on the building of the pyramids and which one focused more on the Egyptians? Okay? When you focus on the agent or the ones doing the action, that's the active or the dynamic. Okay? So, Egyptians built the pyramids of Giza, that's the active. The pyramids of Giza were built by Egyptians is the passive. What about the next one? Eiffel designed the Eiffel Tower. Okay? That one is the active, right? Because we're talking about Eiffel. He designed it. The Eiffel Tower was designed by Eiffel. Now we're focused more on the tower than we're talking about the guy, okay? So that's basically the long and the short of the passive forms. And it goes the same in the past simple as well. Spain won the World Cup in 2010. The World Cup was won by Spain in 2010, okay? So, to summarize everything, when we want to focus on the object and the action, we use the passive voice. Now, be that is included after the object and before the verb itself, the verb that we're using, the action, is expressed in the tense that we want to talk about. Present simple, am, are, is. Present continuous, being, or is being, or are being. Past, was, were. Past participle, been, have been. Okay? So when we use that, we use be in whatever tense we need, and then the verb that comes after, the action itself, is expressed in the past participle. If it's a regular verb, it's the same as a past simple, it's the ed. And if it's an irregular verb, check the back of your books. I'm sure it's there in the third column. Okay? So you might have, for example, hit. Then the past simple is hit. And then the third column, past participle, hit. It's a regular, irregular. Okay? Yeah, that's enough, I think, for you guys. Give yourselves a bit of practice with it, and we'll see you guys soon, okay?